Stadden from Monrovia Nursery on how to fertilize and trim peonies in the spring. Having peonies look great in the garden is easy to do, and one of the ways we do it is with regular fertilizing. Peonies tend to be somewhat earlier in the season, and if you're on the west coast of America, the Ito peonies, like on my left, will bloom way before the herbaceous peonies back in the Midwest. So when they start growing and they start setting their buds and blooms, they've got to have lots of grub or food that they're pulling up from the ground. And this can be provided in various manners. It can be as easy as great mulch. You've done your mulching in the late autumn, and it's good to mulch again in the early spring as well. Compost, mulch, all provides food for your plant. Fertilizer, which is really important. You can use all sorts of fertilizers. You can use quick release. Personally, I prefer a slow release fertilizer. So let's say your peonies are blooming in late spring, something along those lines, then you would have fertilized with a slow release fertilizer at least 20-25 days before that. That way the fertilizer is in the ground and the plant is pulling it up. Very easy to apply. Around the drip line, which is as far as the leaves come from the edge of the plant, each bag of fertilizer will have a prescribed dose on it. So how big the plant is, alias how many teaspoonfuls or tablespoonfuls of fertilizer you put on it. You can also use a much faster acting fertilizer that would be water soluble, which you put straight into the ground using a watering can. It's very simple, and you can be rewarded with great plants. Okay, so trimming. Your plants are growing beautifully, but you just need to do a little trimming, getting off some of the dead heads. It's easily done. First thing, as always, is a very sharp set of pruners. By the way, if you're saying, I wish you'd tell us what this plant is, this is a herbaceous peony called Blaze, Shirley Temple, and Yumi, which is a special Ito peony. Okay, so we take our pruners and we go into the foliage below the canopy of the plants and just snip off, halfway between the internodes. These can go off the compost heap. Here we have the flower that's gone, we've got the seeds, we're going to go in, into the foliage, between the internodes, and just cut off. And quickly you can see those ugly seed heads have gone, and so we just have the beautiful flowers. It's very easy, whether you're fertilizing or trimming. It's all part of the fun of gardening, getting out there with the plants and working one-on-one with them. So there you go, springtime is just around the corner. You've got all the tips. This is Nicholas Stadden from Monrovia Nursery on how to fertilize and trim peonies in the spring.